Greetings, Benjamin J. from BENZTRAINZ with another in the series, a follow-up on that Commodore Vanderbilt that arrived today. As you see, I've scrubbed the wheels a bit, just to get all the dirt off of them. They need to be actually oiled and then scrubbed really well with a brush. I just used a toothbrush to get all the dirt and the grime out of there. And I have installed a Menards light bulb for now. Trying to use up the Menards bulbs and saving the little ones that I bought online. Anyway, this locomotive is running just absolutely splendidly. No problems with it at all. I haven't done anything to it except replace the light bulb, scrub the wheels, and replace the bottom screw in the brush plate. Anyway, I just wanted to do a video so you can see the results. As you see, it's really sluggish in reverse. But this locomotive runs absolutely perfectly. As you see, good constant speed all the way around the rail. So it was definitely worth $12. There's no doubt about that. And again, I bought this to get those spoked wheels. You know, this says a lot for the Marx motor. This thing's almost 80 years old. And I've done nothing to it. I definitely didn't have to lubricate it. It's been flooded with oil. But with that bottom brush screw missing, these things simply will not run. So I replaced the light bulb, scrubbed the wheels, installed that screw. I've done nothing else to this at all. Nothing. As you see, that is running just absolutely perfectly. So, a great addition to the collection, and it was absolutely dirt cheap. You know, the wheels are worth more than 12 bucks, which is why I bought it. Because I keep hoping I'm going to run across one that doesn't work so I can get the wheels that I need. But every one that I've bought so far to get the wheels off of is up and running. And of course, this thing's been sitting for years, so the longer it runs, the better it will run. But as you see, it's running just absolutely perfectly. No problem with this at all. And it's really surprising. It's now running at about, I don't know, 30% power at a decent speed. Put a light bulb in it, it actually slowed it down. It's really surprising how much that light bulb pulls. But it's in really decent condition. It's completely original. E-unit is working. Prewar, 1935, 1938, something like that. 12 bucks. Really difficult to beat the price. So it's a great addition to the collection. It runs nice. It looks nice. It's still really dirty. All I've done is scrub the wheels, install the light bulb, nothing else. But as you see, it's actually starting to run faster now. And that's what these old things need. Once you get them running, they need to run. This thing had been sitting for decades. There's no doubt about that. There's a slight amount of rust on one push rod. There's some discoloration all over it, of course. But then again, it's 80 years old. But as you can see, this is running just absolutely perfectly. No problem at all. In fact, we can slow it down now. Like I said, the longer they run, the better they run. This thing's only been running for, I don't know, half an hour, something like that. So I'm really pleased with this. This is a really nice Commodore Vanderbilt, an original pre-war Marx Commodore Vanderbilt. It's got one little ding in the center stack, and other than that, a bit of discoloration from the rust, but there's no major damage to this at all. I mean, at all. It runs perfectly. It's 80 years old. About 1935, 1938, something like that. Spoked wheels, like I said, that's what I bought it for, was to get the wheels off of it. So it was definitely worth the 12 bucks. Plus I had the fun of bringing this thing back to life. All it took was a single screw. I have done nothing else to it except replace the light bulb. This is running splendidly. And you couldn't ask it to run better than this. It is still sluggish in reverse, so very likely it's the oxide on the E-unit switch. But it runs in reverse. So very likely once I start cycling this E-unit a bit, it will be fine. It's not sticking at all. So it's not the solenoid, it's the actual switch itself. The rocker switch in there probably has oxide on the contacts, as you see. But there's no problem with it. It's running perfectly. So an original Marx Commodore Vanderbilt on an original pre-war consist with one-way couplers, as you see. Even has an original Marx searchlight on the end. So makes a really nice original Marx train in really decent condition. Like I said, I got the wheels cleaned up a bit, scrubbed all the dirt and the grime out of them. This motor needs to be pulled out and actually thoroughly cleaned. But as you see, it is running just absolutely splendidly. So I am happy with it. So again, it just reinforces everything I say. Don't overlook the junk. 12 bucks, the guy sold it because he could not get it to run. And of course, it needed that screw. Now on these early motors, these screws are the same 632 screw that they use in the 898, the 595 to mount the motor to the shell. Just standard little 632 screws. Anyway, if you don't have the screw, like I said, an expedient, you can put a twist of wire through there and just twist it, snug it down until you get a screw. Push comes to shove, you can put a small sheet metal screw through it if you don't have a machine screw. But as you see, I've done nothing to this thing. Scrubbed the wheels with a toothbrush, added that screw, added the headlight, and nothing else. And this is running perfectly. So again, I'm happy with it, and I've got to say it, don't overlook the junk. In any case, a quick follow-up video. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email, BENZTRAINZ@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.